If you keep up much with real estate industry news, I'm sure that you're aware of the fact that there may be some changes in the near future when it comes to buyer's agent commissions. I'm not here to talk too much about the change itself because in the end, it's going to really affect people in different ways. And a lot of people are still trying to figure that out, whether you're a future buyer or a buyer's agent. But there is one thing that's for certain, and if you are a buyer, you really need to understand the value that your buyer's agent is offering to you. If you are someone looking to purchase a home in the Phoenix area, I am going to walk you through the value that I can add as a buyer's agent. And if you are looking for any of these things, maybe we would be a good fit. If not, there are plenty of agents out there who will have different professional fees, different standards, and maybe someone else is a good fit. But I want to share with you the value that I can add. First off, I want to get to know you. What are your goals? We're going to start with a basic conversation because I want to make sure that A, we are going to be a good fit, and B, that I understand your goals and that I'm the right agent to help you hit those goals. So I will absolutely do everything I can to understand you and your story. And that's one of the reasons I love being a real estate agent is I get to meet new people and hear new stories. We then get to dive into your home search where it gets a little bit more fun. We'll talk about what you want in a house, what you need in a house, your budget, where you want to be located, and then we actually get to tour homes. You'll get set up on a personalized MLS search where homes will get sent to you within your criteria daily, and I will also be working through my network and social media to see what I can find off market or coming soon. So I don't want to miss anything when it comes to the home search. When it comes to the showings and seeing homes, I do my best and I'm almost always the agent who you will see at the showing. Some teams and agents will have team members or, showing assistants help out, which is totally fine, but I try and be very present at the showing, so you can almost always expect that you will see me. I will come prepared with comparables so that you know what's happening in the neighborhood. In the case that you like a house that we're seeing, we can talk numbers instead of me having to go back to my desk and run those comparables. So I'm always very prepared when it comes to attending a showing with you. I will schedule the showings. So, you can help me determine what houses you want to see, but I will work on that schedule and I will send it to you. So all you have to do is show up. The negotiation portion is obviously very important. So when you find a home that you like, negotiations will begin. And I will always have a conversation with the listing agent first to get a read on seller motivations and things like that. Market conditions, of course, play a huge role in what type of offer we're writing up. So I will absolutely educate you through all of that before we submit an offer. Negotiations may continue with counter offers if the seller doesn't want to accept our offer as is, and that's fine. We will go through as many counters as needed to either decide maybe we're not the right buyer for the sellers, or maybe we can come to terms and agree with the sellers. So counter offers are very important and they're pretty common no matter what the market conditions are. Negotiations don't stop once an offer is accepted. Negotiations happen throughout the entire process until closing day. There are many things that may come up throughout the transaction that are one-off scenarios we have to work through and negotiate. Some common negotiations that you can pretty much guarantee that we'll see is a BINSR negotiation. So we will negotiate repairs with the seller after we receive your inspection report back. So we will see what needs to be fixed. You'll decide what's important in your eyes that must be fixed before closing day, and we'll negotiate those with the seller. Throughout all of this, there are contracts that I'm writing up for you, contracts I'm reviewing for you and sending your way for signatures, answering questions or clarifying any of these crazy contracts or documents, and of course, timelines. Timelines are so important throughout the real estate transaction. If your real estate agent is not keeping track of those timelines and letting you know when certain contingency dates are up and things like that, that's not good, because in many cases, if a contingency isn't met or we miss a deadline, your earnest money could be at stake, and that's a lot of money that you could lose because your real estate agent wasn't paying attention to the calendar. If you're purchasing a home from another state, I am a very hands-on agent, and I will attend your inspections and I will have you join via FaceTime with me. I can go to the house for you and take measurements or do anything that you need whilst you're in another state. We are so lucky to have Zoom and FaceTime and things like that to make the process easier with out-of-state clients, but I am very hands-on and I am happy to go to the house on your behalf whenever you need. I hear many cases where clients are not happy with their real estate agent because their real estate agent is never available. And I've actually gotten new clients because they had to part ways from that original agent, which always is, bad news. But in the end, no, real estate agents can't be two places at one time. Sometimes we wish we could, but we can't. But the difference between a real estate agent who comes across as having no time and a real estate agent who makes time is how they work their calendars and how they communicate with their clients. Because it's very possible to look at your day and potentially rearrange things so that you can meet with as many clients as possible. As long as communication is in place and you're communicating, with everyone involved, I don't usually have timing issues. I can usually get everything done. Once your home officially closes, your real estate agent will be there to hand over keys. And of course, that's something that I love to do. I love closing day. It's really a celebration that you hit your goals, you purchased your home, and now you officially get the keys. And I can only hope that it was a smooth process and that you understood everything every step of the way. I always remind my clients that I'm not going anywhere after closing. I stay right here. If anything ever comes up or you have questions, I am here as a real estate agent or just a local resource in general. I love to keep in touch with my clients and help them in any way that I can past the transaction. If I might be a good fit for you here in the Phoenix area, I would love to know in the comments below, and we can set up a discovery call. It's one of those first initial calls where I just want to get to know you a little bit and understand your goals. If you are a first-time home buyer and you're curious about that process, be sure to check my link below. There is a link to my team's first-time home buyer guide, which is very helpful. And then I also have a link to search for homes for sale throughout Phoenix. So if you just want to get an idea of what's out there, it's a great place to start. All in all, not every real estate agent is for every person, and that's why it's so important to talk to a real estate agent and see if you're a good match. If you're looking for someone who is local, I really do specialize in first-time home buyers or someone looking to relocate to the area. I'm very hands-on and I'm very responsive to text messages, calls, emails. I know that's all very important, so it's something that I do value. If that is something where you feel like we could be a good fit, I would love to talk to you about your purchase here in the Phoenix area. So again, be sure to comment below and we can connect. I will see you guys again next week.